Lord, for this wonderful gathering for this evening. Father, we hand over everything onto your hands as we merriment, we enjoy every activity that will take place tonight, Father. We give it onto your hands. We invite your Holy Spirit to come take control. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Can we give her a round of applause, please? Let's make it lively. We are Nigerians, even though we have South Africans in the house, I believe Zimbabweans, and people from other countries. Anybody from Zimbabwe or other part of the Southern African countries? Wonderful, oh my, she's rapping. Thank you very much. Please, can you open to the program in front of you, page 7. That's where we have the program for tonight's events. Page 7. Two hearts only. Can we all be on our feet? Thank you. The national anthem is on the first page. Thank you very much. We can all be seated. We are a very dynamic group. So, on and off, you might see me, you might see another person. We're going to rotate the MC. So don't be surprised if I call you. We are just very wonderful and dynamic group. Yeah. So the next on the agenda is introduction of our guests. Please feel free to network. It's Naija night, Naija week. I can see beautiful faces. Even though we've been scolded, but we got it very late. Apologies to our chairman, Professor Abejide. He actually sent someone to us that we should send an email to everyone that we should all be native or native My apologies, sir. We got the info late. We hope that we'll do better for Naija Day, which comes up in August. Sorry, October 1st. Yeah, thank you very much. So, we'll be introducing the guests in the house. We've got lists and lists of wonderful people, a lot of wonderful people in our midst. This set of people have actually contributed to the success of not just this administration, but to Consuj at large, and also the greater cause of Nigerian students or the Nigerian community within the University of Johannesburg. Permit me to call on Ms. Bolatito to join me on stage. I told you I would be calling randomly, don't mind me. So, first and foremost, you permit us to introduce our patrons, because without them, there is no Consuj, and we can't afford to disrespect them without recognizing them first. Each and every one of us is equally very, very much important. In absentia, we'd like to appreciate and recognize our grand patron, that's Professor Peter Olubambi. He's not here at the moment. He's unavoidably absent. He had to be in Nigeria for some programs. Thank you very much. So we follow suit.
Okay, that's really random. Okay, I would like to appreciate. Oh, it's not on. Sorry. Professor and Mrs. Nnamdi Uwulu are the present here. They are on their way, so when they come in, we are going to recognize them again. I would also like to recognize Professor Abejide Adebijola. Can we please put that together for him? Thank you, sir. Also in absentia, I would like to also honor Professor and Mrs. Omotayo Arotiba, who couldn't make it for certain reasons. And also I would like to appreciate Professor Bonanle Kotun. Can we please give her a round of applause? Okay, and also want to appreciate one amazing woman, Ma Okoro. Can we please give her a round of applause?
Okay, we'll continue by appreciating the one of the conference. Also, one person that is also very special to us. Funny enough, we knew very late that he happened to be a very strong force within Consuj. Though, if I'm permitted to say, he actually told us, I don't know if it's confidential anyway, he ran away from taking the position of PRO doing a set while he was I hope I'm permitted, I won't be. But for a good reason. For a good reason. Permit me to recognize and appreciate Professor Oluwafemi Adebo. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. He's been very, very instrumental to the success of this administration as well as others. Also, our mommy in the house, I call her our mommy. Yes. Though I've not told her that personally, but I see her as a mother. In fact, she's a mother to me in South Africa. Though she's not Nigerian, but somehow she's already Nigerian. She has no choice. Please, with a sounding ovation. Why Consuj is still existing in UJ, apart from the presence of each and every one of us, is because of this woman. Not for once has she ever rejected any proposal sent by Consuj. And she does that at the speed of light when she's available. She is somebody that I can easily message at 10, 12 midnight. I think I've done that once. And instead of her to scold me, the next morning or when she's chanced, she would answer in a very subtle way and say, James, can you see me in my office? Or James, okay, this is sorted out. Like something that on the normal day I shouldn't have asked at the time minute that I did yesterday. Within how many seconds it got back to our email. Permit me to recognize Mrs. Tekiso Zodo. Thank you very much, ma'am. She happens to be the person in charge of student governance. So the incoming executive, that is the person you should hold. Hey, just hold that tight. Hold that tight. But be rest assured that if you follow due process, none of your programs, as long as it's approved and has gone through the General Assembly of Consuj, none of it will be rejected. Trust me. In absentia, Mrs. Yolanda Trikan, she happens to be from the financial department. She's been very instrumental to most of us getting our merit bursary on time as well, as long as you merit it. Permit us also to recognize the presence of the representative of Mr. Ayodele Shodunke, that's the one that actually gave us the talk on health, that's liver, a pathway to longevity. Mr. Emmanuel Ajiloba. Thank you very much, sir. Also, I don't know if he's in the house now, he's a representative of Generosity Water. Generosity Water happens to be one of those that sponsored the Naija Day Fiesta that we had this year. They also were able to assist us during this Naija week by providing us with water for the sports yesterday, I believe. So Mr. Michael Masoka, I'm not sure he's around, but probably once he comes in. Also, one person that I would like us to recognize his presence. I'm keeping you standing, sorry. But permit me to introduce my Oga, because I can't call myself an architect without the approval. You know, it's not easy to pass a second exam. Ish. It is well. Amen. Permit me to recognize the presence of professional architect Ilori Oluwabumi. He happens to be the chairman for Naija Day Fiesta, and he's also been very instrumental to us as well in Consuj. Okay, thank you. Okay, Mrs. Lebo Gang Ayobi Ojo is not present at the moment, but she's being represented by, who is she? From Zambia. Oh yeah, Mrs. Wana. Did I pronounce it or I pronounce it like a Nigerian? No, it's Wana. Okay, thank you very much. They are from the Community Engagement Department. We had a very successful community engagement program on Tuesday called C, the partnership with them as well. Please, incoming executive, hold them tight. I'm just giving you tips. Permit me to appreciate a friend and brother. He's not here today, but if you go on our YouTube page, you will see the video coverage for Naija Day Fiesta. It's called See Him. And the executives were there when I called him in less than 24 hours, and I'm like, please, can you assist us? We did plan for video coverage and we need one. And immediately he said yes. He's not present, probably he's on his way. Mr. Banki Shola Bola Alaka. And also, we would like to recognize the presence of our pioneer president. See there. What are the phone our or is it because I'm speaking English like a teach person? I'm from Ibowo. Let's continue. So, permit me, or please, with every Consuj member, can we stand up? Please. Please. There won't be Consuj today. And no, sir, sit down. Sir, sit. You can't stand up, I am standing for you, sir. Consuj wouldn't be Consuj today if people like him didn't have that vision actually 12 years ago today. Wonderful. Consuj is a 12-year-old baby. Firstly, our pioneer president and esteemed Mr. Collins. Hey, I'm bad with the pronunciation. Okay, sir. Yes, I got it. Yes, Mr. Collins and that. Yes. And also, because he's got a very supporting wife, That is like, no, you can't go alone. I need to go with you. So, please recognize Mr. and Mrs. Collins. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the vision you had 12 years ago. And I'm sure, in a way, you'll be proud of us so far. Thank you very much. With that said, Miss Chantal should be on her way, we believe, as well. She's a representative from the internal meaning. But above all, we are all unique, distinguished, and special people. Can we all give? Hey! Please, you see, when I was introducing the pioneer speaker, pioneer president, I said his wife decided to come with him. Because they know and they have a way of making us remember things we forget. You know, I was like, other people. And I looked towards that side, and the queen to my empire was like, meaning I forgot a guest speaker that is around. Please, sir, I am very sorry. We are not taking you for granted. You are an alumni of Consuj as well. Yeah. The CEO of Eden, as in Eden AI, he also happens to be the one that gave us a career talk on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? Wednesday, yesterday. I'm getting old. Mr. Oluwabamibe Oni. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. He's an alumni of Consuj. Maybe that's why he has escaped my mind. Sorry. Thank you, each and every one of us. Can we just give ourselves a round of applause? We all know this day possible. Without you being here, there's no Nigerian. Permit me to invite the chairman of the chairman central committee for Nigeria, who also happens to be my personal person. That's my general secretary. Mr. Peter.
Good evening, everyone. I want to believe we are all enjoying the night. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow participants, I'm here in front of you today in my capacity as the chairman of the organizing committee for this incredible event team, Nigeria Beyond Borders. It is an honor to speak to such a prestigious group of people who have joined here with a single aim. This week-long celebration of our shared objectives gives us a chance to think about the idea of striving for greatness, which makes us all. Nigeria Beyond Borders capture the core of our country's potential, which is unrestricted by geographical borders, ethnicity, political differences, or other constraints. It stands for the idea of a Nigerian that transcends boundaries, values variety, and aspires to greater things. It serves as a call to action and a reminder that we are unrestricted in our quest of greatness. Excellence is a state of mind that we must adopt in all facets of our life. It is not a destination. Our dedication to greatness defines our character and determines our success in all endeavors, whether it be in school, business, sports, the arts, or any other field. We can overcome obstacles, push to the edge of what is conceivable, and advance our country to new heights thanks to this determination. The road to brilliance is not a simple path, though it calls for commitment, tenacity, and the courage to stretch ourselves beyond our comfort zone. It requires us to accept innovation, adjust to change, and never stop learning. Collaboration is also required, since no person or organization can accomplish excellence on their own. To take Nigeria to new heights, we must collaborate while utilizing our unique views and group capabilities. Let us not forget the value of honesty as we strive towards greatness. True perfection cannot be attained by taking short routes or using unethical means. It is based on principles of integrity, openness, and moral behavior. Given that the future we anticipate for our dear country is shaped by our actions today, we must hold ourselves to the greatest standards of ethics. Let us be motivated by the tales of people who have accomplished greatness both within and beyond our borders, as we join here to discuss the topic Nigerian beyond borders. Let their struggles strengthen our resolve and give us the confidence to dream big. Let's take lessons from their accomplishments and disappointments, and let their journey serve as a reminder that we all can achieve greatness. I urge each and every one of us to take use of the opportunity provided by this gathering. Create connection that transcends these borders by having meaningful discussion, imparting your knowledge, and becoming an expert in your field. Let's use this platform to promote partnership, inspire creativity, and ignite the excellence fire that we all possess as Nigerians. Keep in mind that excellence has no bounds. It is not limited by location, race, or any other characteristics. It is a universal language that appeals to each of our untapped potential. Let us put an end to being average, embrace our special gifts, and aim for greatness in all we do. Let us work together to create a Nigeria that transcends national boundaries and has an impact on every part of the globe. Let us lead the way for improvement, serving as examples of greatness and ignite a more promising future. I want to believe that this week has been a life-changing event for us all. It's an innovation, it's the brainchild of the current executive, which we believe that subsequent executive will try and modify and sustain. I'm asking each and every one of us to embrace our position as ambassadors of our wonderful country. Remember that your activities reflect not just on yourself, but also on Nigeria as a whole. And as you negotiate new cultures, develop connection, and contribute to the society outside of our boundaries. Be vigilant in protecting our rich cultural history, encouraging harmony, and understanding and clearing of misunderstanding. Embody the virtues of hard labor, integrity, and tenacity that characterize our country, and let your success serve as a monument to Nigerians' tremendous ability and potential. You have the ability to shift narratives, cross gaps, promote a favorable perception of Nigeria by becoming a shining example of greatness. Your efforts, no matter how minor, may be a big effect on how the rest of the world view our country. Let us work together to create a positive legacy and serve as unflinching representative of Nigerian spirit and promise. Thank you very much. Going on to the next item of our program, I would love to invite the chairman of the day and one of our patrons, Professor Abejide Adebijola, for his opening remark. Thank you very much, sir.
That island. Who's playing that Victor Laya? Who's the DJ? Okay, excellent choice. Good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. It's a great time to be alive. That's one thing you're not going to see in the news. If you turn on the news now, you go to CNN, Sky News, BBC, you're going to see people killing people, and you stop appreciating the little things you have. You don't want to be born during World War I or World War II or during the Holocaust. Many evil things have happened in the past of humans. This is the perfect time to be alive. In fact, if you were this old in 1975, you wouldn't have access to the information you have right now. There are no mobile phones, probably no telephone lines, nothing. So I'm always kind of worried when people say there are no opportunities. I'm like, where are you from? Because every day we breathe here in 2023, we see opportunities all around. But if you don't see it, we might not be able to help you. Again, good evening everybody. It's lovely to see all of you. When I see this space, I see a community. That's what I see. I know we all have different ranks, and I'm going to observe the protocol now, or probably stand on existing ones at the risk of breaking it. But I see humans there, I see a community of people that if they were to ever come together, they become extremely destructive. But if they decide to stand against each other, then they destroy each other. And that leads me to the first question. My opening address is a bunch of questions. First one is, why are we even here in the first place? What is this? As I say here, I mean existence in itself. So let's say you go through nursery school, primary school, varsity, you get all the qualifications, become a professor, whatever, you want to become governor, president, anything else. Then now what? Have you asked yourself, now what? You would never ask that question to get to the top. At the top is where all the questions settles in your mind, because now your insecurities are dealt with, resources are in the back, money, house, car, whatever it is you're looking for. So I want to give you an answer that I want you to please remember after now, and the answer is, there's nothing. There's nothing, it's just humanity, that's all there is. So anytime you make any decision that stands against people themselves, be it division of people or political greed or anything like that, then you've lost. You've lost the game. The game is not supposed to be you acquiring everything all by yourself or yourself alone. Then what? Yeah. I'm sure you know the story of Muhammad Gaddafi. The day they came for him, there was no soldier standing in front to save him. There's no one. Yeah. Most people, when cancer comes for them, there's no one. When an earthquake comes for you in the border of Syria and Turkey 3-4 months ago, there was no one that was going to stop you. 45,000 people died there. At the end of the day, it's that last thing that you were able to contribute to the next person that means so much. So, where are we here? The last comment I will give you for that one is picture 100 years from now. Before you picture that 100 years from now, travel back 100 years before now. This place was not in the University of Johannesburg, far from it. Probably a desert or some jungle where people carried spears and shield, and maybe Shaka Zulu was bouncing around here, who knows. Bottom line is, 100 years from now, this doesn't exist. So what's the also about? What is the pride and everything about? So these are questions. I'm not going to take it to church. Trust me, I'm not religious like that. But I just want you to think about it. I'm going to give you a proverb. It is from my people. I'm a Yoruba man, and speaking about not dividing people, I'm very pan-African in my mindset. I speak many African languages, but I'll go to this one just so that I can share some knowledge from the literature of my people with you. It says, Anikone, Lofiya Jomoejo. Alright? Means that if snakes were to show up in their thousands, nobody would do it. But snakes are solo like that. So snakes show up one snake at a time. Guess what happens? You smash them. Get rid of them. So Nigerians in diaspora as well, sometimes a gentleman recently joined us where I work at the business school, and he said to me, "You're so kind." I'm like, what do you expect me to be? He says, no. I've tried to get into systems where there was a Nigerian there before I got in, and it was my greatest enemy without knowing who I was. I was like, how is that even a thing? Well, trust me, apparently it's a thing. So we cannot be each other's enemies, especially when excellence is on the table. If you see a Nigerian next to you, that finally is not a drug dealer, of course. And he's trying to make a living for himself. He's a master's student, a PhD student, a postdoc, striving, working hard, non-sleeping. Then all you have to do is to back that person up with your muscle. Then they muscle up for you too, and then you become that battalion of snakes that I spoke about. And you take up spaces, and the world has to hear you or nothing else. The second comment I have for you is that do not try to take a small space. I know there's a temptation to take a small space, meaning you study banking and finance, you look at a space and it's the head of marketing or head of finance in a particular bank, and you go, you take it. Fair, all right? You get money, take care of your family, we're dead. So your plan, I don't want it to stop at a level, I want it to go all the way, and I'm speaking to our masters and PhD and postdoctoral people in the house. Most of the professors here probably are doing that already. Because it is in climbing that you can give room for others to climb. I've seen people that are limited. When they get to where they want to be, they stop our people from climbing because they don't want you to be better than them. So you have two options. Either you sit there, you allow younger people to climb, or option two, you keep climbing and you pull up. There's no other option on the table for you. And I'm going to say something about being Nigerian. I know you probably have the blood running in your veins. But something dawned on me recently. I was thinking, if I had an opportunity to be something else in Africa, 54 countries of them, from Zambia to Kenya to Tanzania, Gambia, Ghana jollof rice. I'm not sure that thing would win any day, anytime, but yeah. All the way to Northern Africa, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, SADC region, Mozambique, Angola. I can go on. If you are allowed to be from any other country, which one would you pick? Then realize that my people are the bravest that there is. Nigerians are the bravest, the most confident. They could be in the wrong, they still tell you what they believe. Home of African movies is Nigeria. Fabrics is Nigeria. The loudest voice, no contest. I realized I wouldn't want to shrink because I'm not a shrink. The blood of a gladiator runs through me like that. I don't like shrinking. I don't like towing the line. I'm an innovator. I realized that the best place that could fit me the most was Nigeria. So I'm grateful to be one. And that begs the question of excellence. Whatever you do, if you're not excellent, no matter where you're from, you're nice. You're disturbing. Your weight will be carried by other people. You can't carry your own weight. You can't even pay your own bills. Go back home to your 65-year-old parents and you ask them for money. That's bad for business. So I want to urge you, if you're listening to me, you still have a choice, many other choices to make, to work hard. There's no such thing as brilliance. It is fraud. Brilliance, the misconceived idea of this excellent brilliance, that someone is born brilliant, it is fraud. I'll tell you now. Any person who sets their mind to do a few things and wake up very early in the morning and do those things become brilliant. That's how it happens. And the guys you see at the top of the echelons of brilliance, they did that. That's high life is killing. That's is that DJ? Stop. So before I make this show my show, because that's not my plan, I'm going to appreciate a few people. First with the ESCO. This ESCO James and your crew. Where's James? Alright. Just appreciating you. Great job. I got a little bit nervous when the previous president was stepping down. David Love. Where's David? I see you there, yeah. David came that year in I could describe him in two ways. He was a lot of mind, meaning he was a thinker, and yet he was a gentleman. And it was easy to affiliate to the brand when he sold the brand to me. Consuj, sir, be our patron. It was easy. Easy work all day long. I signed without reading the T's and C's. Then I was worried when he was stepping down. Then he introduced me to this young man, and he has never disappointed me afterwards. Then to my friend, Professor Olani Fawali, thank you for being here. Yeah. Myself and Fawali met in 2019 when he joined from Stellenbosch. I sold him the dream as well. I said, man, we don't have much. We can go to Hebrew now and recruit all the drug dealers there. It's too late, man. What we have is we can recruit ours in this room, the guys that are doing great work, and we can build this formidable force of Nigerians that counter the narratives of what's happening out there. That we can do. And anytime I was going out, even when it's not comfortable for him, to Nigerian national students meetings, it's not comfortable to Saturday, I said, Father, can we go? And he would come with me. And I was happy to see you on the program earlier in the week, giving a talk. Thank you, my friend. Collins, you've always said you're the pioneer of this beast. Today they told me right here, so now you're a colleague of mine at the business school. So great job, man. And so everybody that is here, please enjoy the moment. We're not going to be alive forever. Please, that's a misconception if you think so. In fact, I always like when people kind of picture the day they die and what people will say by their burial ground, and they walk it backwards. So you first die in your head, and listen to this. It sounds creepy, but listen to it. You die first, then you travel back in time and you try to fix what people will say on that day. Meaning, how much impact have you made by the time? The first part of your life is trying to become something. That's fair. That's okay. It's a greedy game. Yeah, you try to get through school, get some money. It's fine. It's fine. But that means you have to get to the top very quickly because you still need to help people. So when you get to the top and now you look, you can afford a shelter over your head, food for your family, you extended family, you take care of your mama, your dad, whatever it is. You have to now go back and fix for others. And that's what will be said of you when your day is done. I thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you very much, sir. You are an inspiration to each and every one of us. The same way every professor that are in the house is an inspiration to each and every one of us. And we pray and hope that we won't disappoint you. We've heard, for those of us that were present at the fiscal conference, we heard the presentation from the three speakers, as well as that from Professor Arotiba. And I'm sure we've taken one or two things home. Please, we are great ambassadors of this country, of our dear country, Nigeria. Let us do ourselves proud. Permit me to invite on stage Miss Adeshewa Dotson Shoyege. And also, if I'm allowed, I would like to call the incoming General Secretary. Please join her on stage. I told you started your work since morning, you don't know. We'll introduce you specially, but...
Thank you so much, sir. We're here to give the following certificates of appreciation. The following certificates are presented in recognition of the contribution of the individuals to the success of the 2022 Naija Day Fiesta. We apologize for not making time to deliver such to them in their offices, like we did to the others in November 2022, and we regard it an honor to have you associated with us. So please have Mrs. to help us present the certificate.
So the next person that we're calling on stage now is architect Oluwa Bumi Ilori.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Please invite Professor Adebo Oluwafemi to join us. This award is a recognition of members with outstanding scholarly achievement as students of the University of Johannesburg. One member has been selected per category for the maiden edition of the Consuj Academic Excellence Award. For the undergraduate category, we have Miss Gift Adelowoton. Okay, for the honors category, we have Mr. Emmanuel Hobo. For the PhD category, we have Mr. Austin. For the postdoctoral research fellow, we have Dr. Rebecca Charles Nwana. A round of applause for Prof. I would love to invite Professor Bola Cotton to please join me on stage. Okay, the next award is the Consuj Excellence Service Award, the Consuj Event Maker. The award is an initiative of the outgoing executive to appreciate one of the members whose contribution has been timeless to the successful and smooth running of Consuj activities within the last 2 administrative years. 90% of Consuj activities have been held online for the past 2 years. This individual being awarded is responsible for successfully hosting all our online meetings, seminars, empowerment talks, and conferences. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Engineer Olubiwa Amusan. Invite Professor Inauguration to join me on stage. A round of applause for Prof. Consuj Distinguished Excellence Service Award, the Consuj Image Maker. Another award that is an initiative of the outgoing executive is the Distinguished Award of Excellence. At the beginning of this administration, the outgoing executive main goal is to remake the image of Nigerians within South Africa using University of Johannesburg as a platform. All our programs for this administration have been tailored along this line. This Distinguished Excellence Award is centered on recognizing and appreciating one actively involved Consuj member, regardless of membership category, whose outstanding scholarly achievement within the walls of University of Johannesburg set a record worthy of emulation. Permit me to introduce to you the overall best PhD scholar in the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment, Dr. Opeoluwa. I would love to invite Professor Abedide to join the stage. The 2023 Naija Week Guest Speaker Certificate. Consuj has thus set a record among society within the University of Johannesburg. Kindly permit us to boldly say amongst Nigerian society across all institutions of higher learning in South Africa, of which NASA is the parent body, this week would have not been made possible without some distinguished individuals. I will be calling the name of the individuals that made this week a success. First on the list is Mr. Shodunke Awedele.
If I had known the life I was searching for was looking me right in the eye, oh. If I had known the life I was searching for was already my own.
The next person on the list is Mr. Oni Oluwabamije. That impacted us greatly on Monday, the beginning of this Naija week. Let's jam our hands together for Professor Fawole Olaniyi.
I realize the mountain has been climbing is nothing but sand. I didn't know I already had the answer. I didn't know. Oh, I had known the life I was searching for was looking me right in the eye. Oh, if I had known.
The next person on our list is Professor Bolanle Kotu. we had a professor that came and spoke with us, and we are grateful. Let's welcome Professor Chioma Okoro. Last but not the least, let's welcome Professor Inauguration.
She's there. You're not you. You want to send me back into Nigeria? Sorry about that. Okay. Thank you to our distinguished guests who assisted us in presenting the awards, to our distinguished scholars and special guest of honor. We are so grateful. Please permit us, we know we are not rich. We would have loved to do something bigger than that. And we believe that the incoming executive will beat us to it. By God's grace, I trust you guys. Yeah. But thank you. Next on the agenda is a speech by the UJ Community Engagement Team. It's supposed to be given by Miss Lebo Gang. Ayobioju. By Mrs. Ayobioju. But Miss, now I have to now pronounce his name again. Miss Juan. Okay, Miss. I'll present it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Wana Mobita, and I am speaking on behalf of Community Engagement. It's actually Lebo Han Ayobiojo, but the G is silent. I would just like to thank each and every one of you for making it this evening. I would like to honor Ms. Lebo Han Ayobiojo in her absentia, and I would also like to thank Mr. Kayode, Ms. Prof. Abejide, Peter Adekunle, I don't know if I said that correctly. I would like to thank each and every member of the Consuj Society. Thank you very much for giving CE the opportunity to showcase themselves. I don't know if everybody here is familiar with what community engagement is, but you did see the students that were helping with ushering, so they are part of community engagement. Community engagement is the third pillar of the University of Johannesburg, and what we do is we aim to create strategic relationships with different communities and different departments at the University of Johannesburg. So these relationships benefit the students, the UJ community, and the communities around Gauteng. We do work with different NGOs and NPOs around UJ, and we do work also with different departments. I will give an example of the Consuj Society. We did collaborate with them this Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we did collaborate with them, and then they decided to, so what we do is we do service learning. When we collaborate with other communities, we provide a service as UJ. It has nothing to do with money. So as academics at UJ, we go and empower children from different communities. Right now we are working with Boys and Girls Club from the Fetus community. We also work with Yan of Mea, which is a soup kitchen in the Fetus community. We go as far as Kloof. Yes, we also go to the VOW, and we work with different NGOs, and what we do is we empower them. We have different tutoring programs, we have soup kitchens, but apart from that, we also help with ushering from different events and whatnot. Like for example, you can see our students there making sure that everybody else is registered. Yes, so I'm just going to give you a short story about somebody that joined community engagement last year. This was a student that had been at UJ for about 3 years, doesn't know anything about community engagement. She has to do her will. We do work with students that need placement. If they can't get placement in corporate, they do come to CE and we give them experience. So this young lady comes to CE, she doesn't know anything about it, she's a top student, and she feels like, what am I doing at community engagement? Why am I in a place where I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to help people? I'm a top student, I should be working in corporate. You know, she was just very frustrated and very depressed. With the help of her supervisor, you know, her mindset changed about what community engagement is about. And then she actually decided to take initiative, go and visit an orphanage in Soweto. And when she got there, her mindset changed, because this is somebody that, remember, they're privileged. They don't know anything about community development. They're just in like their little bubble. All they know is, I need to go to school, I need to get a job, I need to make money. But there is more to life than that. So she goes to this orphanage and she meets this man that gives up everything to take care of people that actually have HIV. People with no parents. It was actually like very heartbreaking for her to see. And ever since then, her mind changed about community engagement, and now she is focused on developing the community and taking initiatives on ways to empower people in Gauteng. And that young lady is standing right in front of you today. That young lady is me. So the title of my speech is Chaba. I don't know if I've said that correctly. It means community, right? And I feel like we take community engagement so seriously. I feel like we overthink the whole process. When you think about community engagement, you're like, oh my God, now we're going to clean, now we're going to do this. There are different ways to empower the community. I feel like with this generation, we need to think of different ways. We need to take initiative and think of different ways to empower one another. I can give you an example of Prof. Abejide. I know everybody has spoken about you, Prof, but I met him this year in May for the first time, and we were volunteering at the hackathon that JBS was hosting. Right? So when we went there, we were talking about coding and all these terms that he was using. And basically what he is doing is actually empowering students at UJ, and not just students that are doing IT. If you have the right mindset, all I want to tell you is about having the right mindset. In life, don't wait for the government, don't wait for the university. The development and the change starts with us. It starts with us. And I remember when we met him, you won't believe it, Prof, I started creating a website yesterday for the first time, right? So one of the benefits of joining community engagement is that you learn new skills. You know, don't stick to, okay, I'm an engineer and just stick to engineering. You can become valuable in your industry. Do other things. I'm studying communications. I don't want to stick to communications. I don't want to stick to creating relationships. Anyone can do that. What value can I add in my industry? So I'm trying to learn how to code. I will learn other things. Why? When I go for an interview, when I go into a place, I want to add value to myself. When I leave a place, I should leave an impact. So what I want to encourage the people of Consuj is be part of CE. Help the community, make an impact. Do something that we can remember you by. You are the only society actually at UJ that I know is doing great things. So far you're the only. So far, I'm an international student
event, I haven't seen a society that is so committed to, doing all these events. This is actually very impressive. You should be very proud of yourselves. You would think that us in the southern region would be so focused on, but it's you guys, and you're doing such a great job. And I can see that there's so many smart people here. Everybody's doing a PhD, So thank you very much. You are doing a great job, and I just want to encourage you to join community engagement, partner with us, and you will see that when you're with us, you will grow, because we have connections. Let me just say that we have access to so many departments. We have access to so many things. I have seen it for myself. So thank you very much, and enjoy your evening. God bless you.
Thanks, everyone. We're continuing in the program for tonight, and at this particular point in time, we'll be doing what we call an appraiser and encouragement session. So basically what we want to do is appraise the outgoing ESCOs, let's evaluate what they have done, and also encourage the incoming executives. So without wasting much of our time, I'll be picking people randomly. Yes. The first person that will be coming up this evening is Mr. David Love.
Good evening, everyone. My precious good evening, sirs. Mr. President, Partner President, good evening, sir. The outgoing President and the Executive and the incoming, good evening. My name is David Love. I will be speaking as a comrade, and I hope my message is well conveyed and well assimilated. Mr. President, thank you very much for doing an excellent job. When we met the last year, June, because during the transition period, in most of the ESCOs we are asking, David, who is going to be your successor? Even like Prof said, the skepticism was there, but I was told, you have to nurture somebody, blah, blah, blah. But then, I may be a supporter of Dagaba, but I'm a Jeffersonian. So, I'm a Jeffersonian, and I said, let the system work. Let the democracy work. And the system was very good. And I was praying also. There's one thing about leadership, which I'm still going to come to that when I'm talking to the new West School, is the role of prayer and God in all of this. And then we have a new set of executive. His experience he has done it before. Because one thing is about experience. When I was asking about those that are coming up, my first question is, has he done it before? Because it's a job, it's more than a duty. So, and Mr. President, you have not failed us. You have not failed expectations. You have done so much and so well. I want to, on behalf of, let me say, stakeholders, thank you so much. And to the outgoing executive also, Mr. Sekjen, Ms. FinSec, the PRO, the welfare that are here, and the sports. Thank you so much for doing a very, very good job. As I understand the pain of duty, understand the toils of the activities involved for 1 year. It's not easy. You spend your time, you spend your resources. It's a sacrificial leadership. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much to your team. And I want to say thank you to Mrs. Omobolanle James. I am not married, but I understand the shared the competition for commitment. Yeah. I understand the sacrifice of time. Because trust me, I understand the pain of the job. And I want to say thank you for the healing process, for the encouragement along the way, because there was some encouragement you did. Thank you so, so much, ma. On behalf of all our leaders, I want to say thank you very much. And in as going executive, God is the rewarder of all good things. My God, our God will reward you. I know you have done so well and you have done selflessly well. God will reward you and God will multiply your blessings and prosper your ways. To the new executive, most of you come on board unopposed. You may think people don't want to contest. That's a lie. There are many sins behind the scene. And I'm pleading with you, don't take the job for granted. Like I said, it's more than a duty, it's more than what is listed in our constitution. It's about productivity, and most importantly, it's about availability. The job will call, they will call you, you will hear things that you will never say outside. You will be told some things that you will take to your grave, and that's the truth. There are some things that I didn't tell even our patrons, I didn't tell executive members, but I told my successor. It's not because I don't want to, but that's the nature of the job. I hope you would perform optimally, and I pray you will perform very well. And there are two charges that I will just give you. Sorry, my name is David. David always says that God chose him from tendering to sheep to tender to his people. And these are God's creation. It's like a representative of God in taking care of their needs, in liaising with our professors, in liaising with stakeholders. So which means that at the end of the day, you're not just serving them, you're serving God. Umaru Bosoya, our late president, said, service to humanity is service divine. So you have to know that when you have that in your mind, you'll be selfless, you'll be an honest person, and you will do your job very, 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 very well. So remember, leadership is more about availability, productivity, and sustainability. You see what I've done, what has been done before you, how do you improve it? And let me say this as a political person, Mr. NASA President and NASA Secretary, I recognize you. You'll be president for 1 year till July next year if you don't recontest. NASA will be going to an elective season next year. And our contribution to that success depends on how wholesome your leadership will be. Because if you fail, our president is there, he won't recognize you. But if you pass, they will carry you along. And when they carry you along, they are carrying all Nigerian students in UJ along. And it also means that you are not throwing all our effort over the years into it. So your performance is not just to us members, it is also to the generations that are coming after us. And I hope you also work very well also with the NASA president and the NASA secretary. We don't know, maybe the next NASA president will be from UJ, but then I hope so. But then, it's not served, Bala Ahmed Tinubu will say, power is not served alakati. It's not served on the table. It's like this, you take it now. You fight for it, and then in your own fighting is by good performance. And that means you have to serve us well. Thank you very much. I wish you the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. David Locke. That's part one. We'll be going to the part two now. With due respect, I'll be calling on Professor Oluwafemi Adibo.
I'm not sure, maybe it's because we made eye contact earlier on, which made you decided to pick on. But perhaps I'm, in a way, a good person also to actually speak on this, particularly because some of you might not be aware. I did my master's and PhD here in UJ. And I think I was telling Prof. earlier on that I was part of Consuj at the time. And it was, as at then, it was quite difficult. I do know Collins actually. You might not remember, perhaps, maybe not. But I think going back to why you called me, I really must commend the ESCOs. They've done quite well, to be honest with you. They do deserve that round of applause. They've done quite well. They've engaged with us as academics. I know it's quite difficult to do. Like he rightly said, I actually ran away or I avoided a position there. And because I knew what it would take, it was hectic for me from my studies side of things. And to add on a role in Consuj, it was going to be too much for me in actual fact. I was actually stuck between sacrificing either of whether my studies or that, and of course I had to do the Consuj, but I was still obviously participating and all of that. So indeed, they've done quite well. I really appreciate the fact that Consuj is much more visible now. Visible, people can see that things are happening. You have students who are also in this room. I think in the past we struggled quite a lot with numbers. It was a number of issues over the years, and I'm talking quite a long time ago, really. But indeed, they've actually done quite well. And I'm also going to encourage the next set of people actually to please and please. There are people that you might need to still reach out to, academics, students alike, undergraduates, postgraduates. Let them know that you really need to sell the benefit of this to them. When I came, also maybe a bit of a story to tell. When I came to South Africa, I was actually homesick for quite a while. And the reason was because I really couldn't see my fellow comrades, as it were, to relate with. If I had a choice, I really would have gone back home, honestly. But obviously, it was a technical one-way ticket I had. So there was no way, I had no choice. If I go back home, why would you even go? But yeah, but really, it's coming back to the fact that the next set of ESCOs should please and please just do much more. Get people around, engage with departments, engage with faculty officers. Let Nigerian students within the system also know that Consuj exists. And by God's grace, I really wish you guys all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Adebo. I think we'll take one more to cap it up, and I believe the best person in that position would be our mother here at UJ. That's Mr. Kisu.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to appreciate this moment that I'm given. I'd like to thank everyone who is here. Basically, working with students is not easy all the time. But, it's a day job. So it's one of those things that you appreciate and you use your time wisely. I am here to guide them, to always show them the way, to say that this you're allowed to do, this you're not allowed to do. And as you all know, UJ has a lot of rules. And there's a lot of things that will happen. And in the process, you just want to see societies thrive. You want to see students engaging, and collaborating with everyone. So for me, it's really, I really appreciate my job because it motivates me every day to wake up to come and say that and know that I'm actually impacting families. I'm impacting my students, and that, you know, one day you will remember that, you know, at GJ we had a life, because studying is actually sometimes so difficult and boring. So you need that time to actually just to, you know, have time off to engage with your other colleagues. So I really appreciate and take Consuj very seriously, because they have shown since from David's leadership that they mean business and they are here to be recognized. So I felt that, wow, you know, I am here to support them all the way. And David did not stop coming to my office all the time. We would make appointments and I'd be like, no, I'm busy. So, but I made that time, you know, and also so with James. So they will call, they will do all those things, and I will say, no, this is not allowed, and all that. But I also remember that, you know what, they need to actually give back to the community, and they actually need to do all those things. So I am very honored to be standing here and recognizing the work that they have done. I thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. For the three people that I called up for this short talk, I would like to sincerely apologize for putting you on the spot. I was also put on the spot, so we're in this together. So maybe after this event, we can gather to beat the outgoing president. On that note, I would just say to the incoming executives, the standard has been set high. So the onus is on you to try your best. It's not going to be very easy, that's the reality. I remember when I was part of Consuj executives also, at the time we made the decision amongst ourselves as executives to just dissolve ourselves. Because no one was coming forth to take up the responsibility, and we got tired of leading. So sometimes you get to that point where it's not just easy and you feel, what am I getting from this? So you need to brace yourself up. And the reality is, during our time, it was easier. There was no standard set for us. So it was easy to just do things the way we like. But then Mr. David came on and started laying the foundation. And the team of Mr. James also, they built on that. So we are leaving it in the hands of the incoming executives to do more, take us to the next level, and I pray the Lord will help you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for your patience. I would now like to invite the Consuj President for the State of the Association report.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, we are very grateful that we all are here. Please pardon us for being behind schedule. We will try as much as possible to finish on time. And please don't rush home. We can't eat the food, you know. Thank you very much. State of the Congress and handover speech by outgoing President Omobolale Kayode James of the Congress of Nigerian Students at University of Johannesburg, Consuj, South Africa, presented at the 2023 Consuj Naija Week Awards Dinner Inauguration Night held on the 29th day of June 2023 at STH University of Johannesburg APB campus. Greetings. The Grand Patron, the patrons of this noble Congress, distinguished Nigerian academics and non-academic staff of the University of Johannesburg, distinguished guest speakers at the 2023 Consuj Naija Week, Mr. Kiso of the UJ Student Life and Governance Unit, Ms. Yolanda of the UJ Accounts and Finance, distinguished special guest of Architect Olubunmi Ilori, Our sponsors for the past 11 months, Access Bank South Africa, Generosity Waters, Home Base African Cuisine South Africa. My team, the outgoing executives, the incoming executives, friends of Consuj, members of the Congress of Nigerian Students at the University of Johannesburg, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, the journey has temporarily stopped for the ship sailor to be changed. Whatever is started with God shall surely come to a successful end. Almost a year ago, Saturday, July 2nd, 2023, the General Assembly entrusted the leadership of the Nigerian student community at UJ into our hands. I stood to accept a great responsibility as the president of Great Scholarly Minds for the 2022-2023 parliamentary year. This opportunity I did not take for granted and understood it was not going to be an easy task. I remember saying, we are not just gathering today, that's at my inaugural speech, we are not just gathering today to witness the swearing in of another set of executives, but to celebrate and continue to build a stronger and better Consuj that works for all, which has been made possible under the leadership of that's ex-President David Love of Parliament, with the support of everyone. Permit me to say that with your support, we have all made this possible in the last few months. And for this, I say thank you, Dalu, Nagode, Eshe, Siabunga, and in a few minutes, we will be saying happy 12th year to Consuj. Registration and recognition. As student society with the University of Johannesburg, the Congress is subjected to an annual registration with the institution through the UJ Student Governance Unit. We are still duly registered and recognized by the institution and hold an excellent moral and ethical relationship with all arms of the institution that deals with student society and organization. I'm sure you've heard that from Mr. Kisu herself. Our registration and recognition with the National Association of Nigerian Students in South Africa, NANSA, is still in good standing, and we have worked closely with them in the past few months when called upon. Consuj membership. In the past 11 months, this administration has seen an increase in the willingness of scholars to associate with Consuj. We have also noticed increased attendance and participation at our online General Assembly meetings and events. According to our online database, we have 259 members as of this day, June 29, 2023, who are voluntary members of this Congress. These members cut through all arms of Consuj membership, the postdoctoral fellows, PhD scholars, masters, honors, advanced diploma, undergrad, and our alumni. For clarity purpose, the Congress of Nigerian Students at the University of Johannesburg is registered under the APK campus. However, it remains a central society that accommodates all Nigerian students across the university 4 campuses. The 2022-2023 achievements so far. Having the permission of the outgoing executives of the Congress of Nigerian Students at the University of Johannesburg, I would like to state that achievement recorded during this administration is because of the collective effort of the entire Congress members. Without your approval, none of the programs would have seen the light of the day. And without your presence at the programs, we would not have had the successes recorded. Over the last couple of months, among our collective achievements are Empowerment Talk 1, Digital Revolution Era, Generating Personal Income, that was held in July 2022. First friendly soccer match with the Congolese UJ Society. We held that in August 2022. 2022. Symposium and seminar, Living in a Foreign Land, the Path to Success, in September 2022. A talk with Access Bank South Africa in April 2022. Nigerians on October 1st, 2022. Consuj Fund Day Out to Victoria Zoo in November 2022. Empowerment Talk 2, Oases of Research Publications in February 2022. Our bi-monthly General Assembly meetings were held in July, September, and November of 2022, and February, April, and May of 2023, with May 2023 being a physical General Assembly meeting. 2023 Consuj Naija Week, Nigeria Beyond Borders, started on Monday, June 26, and we are rounding up today, June 29, 2023. Financial standing. The 2022-2023 Consuj Executive Council members would like to thank the members of the Congress who have voluntarily supported this administration with their finances. It did go a long way in ensuring the success we have recorded. A breakdown of the financial report detailing the expenses of Consuj between November 5th, between July 2nd, 2022 to June 29, 2003, will be presented to the incoming executive and read at the first General Assembly meeting. This will enable the outgoing executive to diligently provide details of Naija Week expenses. The reason we are not presenting the financial report, especially from our external account with Standard Bank, is we still made some expenses today. And there's no way we would have been able to add that. We've spoken to the incoming executive, but definitely we would present that to you as well. Nevertheless, the executives are proud to say that during this administration, we have had no cost to utilize the fund in our internal account. Mr. Kiso can bear me witness. That's Consuj UJ account. Today, June 29, 2023, the Congress has 12,876 rand 72 cents in our account with the university. So that is available, that we can declare. Our challenges and recommendations. Leadership is always expected to come with its own many challenges, as challenges makes us stronger and better for life success stories. Finances. Even though our membership increased significantly, this has not led to a corresponding increase in the financial strength and stability of the Congress. Our survival as a society is solely based on voluntary contributions from our patrons, Nigerian staffs at the University of Johannesburg, and few members and possibly sponsors as we have enjoyed during this administration. However, we believe the financial grounds on which the Congress stands can be better reinforced. I strongly recommend that the General Assembly, as the highest decision-making body of the Congress, look into how Consuj can achieve financial stability and how members can be compelled to pay dues considering the immense benefits we all get from this association. Commitment. Our primary aim as scholars at the University of Johannesburg is our studies. However, the low commitment level of members who voluntarily decide to be part of the Congress is surprising. No program can be organized or executed without the approval of the General Assembly, but the same body that approves this program finds it difficult to attend the same program they approved. I humbly request that as a body we look into the commitment level of the members and try to find a way around it, as it can bring about demoralization to Consuj leaders who happen to be students like the rest of us, especially when it is easy for members to request for favors from leaders, but not ready to take up any form of responsibilities when called upon. Our mannerism and conduct as ambassadors of Nigeria in the University of Johannesburg. It can be a sensitive topic to touch on, that I understand. But I would say that our conduct as scholars within and outside the premises of the university reflects significantly on how Consuj is being perceived, not just by South Africans, but other international students and lecturers who we come across. Also, it also reflects on how the Nigerian academics and non-academic staff within UJ perceive us. We already heard Professor Professor Rotiba's experience. We know how best as individuals that we can contribute our quota to changing the narratives. Please, let's do so. Permit me to greet the following people. I would like to first of all express my debt of gratitude to my team. You made this leadership role very easy for me. Most especially my genset, my personal person. Permit me to say you are now a family. You're not just a friend or an acquaintance or a co-leader. You are a brother. Mr. Adekunle Peter. Also permit me to mention the person I call her our prayer warrior amongst the executive. Ms. Bola Tito. Also Ms. Dotson Shoyege Adeshewa and the rest of the executive. Ms. Benes, Mr. Ismail, Ms. Abidemi, and the Vice President as well. Thank you very much. To the grand patrons and patrons of Consuj, thank you for always playing a fatherly role in our lives. Professor Adebo Oluwafemi, Dr. Kingsley Ukoba, if I pronounced it well, sorry, Dr. Miriam Oyedeji, Dr. George Onatu, thank you for your words of advice, encouragement, and support all through. Permit me to appreciate someone very dear to me. I might not know how to show it better, but to my queen, the queen of Omobolale Kayode James Ogunkelu Empire, and the only baby that calls me baby. Thank you for accommodating my excuses during this leadership period. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. There is one person I cannot thank enough. I wish we could give you an award, but unfortunately no amount of award will be able to do that. And I don't think if it will be ethically right for me to come over and give you a hug, but I hug you with. Yeah, in space. The one person I cannot thank enough, and should we decide to give him a gold medal, he deserves it and much more. You have become a mentor. You know, I told my wife, I said, for me, mentorship is not about age. It's not about career. I can have somebody who is 5 years old be my mentor for a particular role or reason or... So, sir, you are a mentor to me, you are a brother. Thank you, and for the first time, permit me everyone to say, thank you, Dr. David Love Okpeyemi, the man that did pass the mantle to me. I pray your good and great words continually speak for you, sir. I might have missed a few names or two, but I sincerely do appreciate everyone who has been part of this journey with me. I would like to congratulate all the elected officers who have availed themselves to serve the Congress of Nigerian Students at the University of Johannesburg for the 2023-2024 parliamentary year. To the incoming President Fortune Aibe, Consuj has grown bigger within the past few months, but I believe that with God as your backbone, the support of your executives and the entire Congress members, you will achieve much more than I and my team have achieved. You also should be able to sail through and effectively deliver on your mandates. Above all, ensure you thoroughly enjoy your term as president of Consuj. I thank you all for your attention. May the good Lord bless you all. Thank you and God bless you all. God bless Consuj. God bless the University of Johannesburg. God bless Nigeria. God bless South Africa. And God bless our continent.
We want to appreciate you all for the patience. Our food is ready. We'll soon be going for our buffet, but before we end off, can I invite the pioneer Consuj president for the leadership award?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all the professors in the house, good evening to all the colleagues, and good evening to my dear beloved wife. I just want to say, seeing everything happening here today, I'm blown away because it's quite difficult to bring Nigerians together. It takes mind and soul and patriotism to bring Nigerians together. One big issue we've always had as a people is the problem of trust. And when we all find ourselves in diaspora, we tend to, as Prof. Abechide said, drug dealers, and there's so much stereotypes that you don't really know who to identify as a pure breed. And for that purpose, you step back. Consuj has gone through different turmoils, but keeping it together has always been number one. It's on, you can't shake it, because I believe when we stand together as one, we are one people, we always do better. I have made sure, I have always strived for that. When we pride ourselves as a giant of Africa, but could not even win the international festival, I stepped in and I said it's time for us to take the shine. And I could say until COVID, we had won it 3 times. Just to make sure, and that's how we have been doing what we needed to do until David, where we love, came into the picture. I remember when he wanted to run for office, he called me and I spoke to him. But before that, I did speak to him and I saw the fire. I saw the next generation of leadership. And that is undeniable, that's unquestionable. And to this day, I was just saying, anywhere I am in the world, he will always be a recommended leader for our great country because he has that fire in him. And even when I did lose hope, and because Nigerians don't like stepping up because we don't put patriotism, we don't take it seriously. But some of us that believe in our great country, we do what we need to do. And to see what he was able to achieve in 1 year was extraordinary. I can give it to him. And passing it over to another colleague, I remember when I was handing over the award to Mr. James as the incoming president last year. All I said to him, we're all here for you. Because I know at times they said one easy lies ahead that wears the crown, and at times it becomes a lonely journey. But the fact that he had a supporting wife will make it easy because he can always cry on that hand. And thanks be to that. But to see what he has achieved here today and see building on the successes of David, it's remarkable. I just want to say hi to every other colleague that I knew back in the days. I'm really impressed to see that you guys have come back to give back to the University of Johannesburg and to Consuj. It's very important because that's the only way you can raise the next generation of leaders. But I know everybody wants to dwell into item 7, so I will not hold you down any further. Let's just get into the work. Thanks for the little speech. Thank you very much.
We are rounding up soon. And
soon or now?
Soon.
No, now.
We just want to appreciate the Executive Council, and this is based on the provisions of our Constitution, and also on let me say on behalf of all stakeholders in Consuj, from Dr. Bird, the NANSA President, the NANSA Secretary, all our stakeholders, Dr. Patrick, Engineer Musa. We want to say a big thank you to the outgoing executive. You have done well. You have made us proud. And we hope that this award will always remember, will always signify the fact that you once served this association and you served well. But then the award should inspire you to always do more wherever you are. So I will call on Miss Dotunsuyi Adishewa, our outgoing welfare officer. And I want to call on this Mr. Art Miracle, sport director. And anyway, the sport director will tell us why we're always meeting every time. And finally, our president, Miss Abebi Bolatito, Public Relations Officer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you, sir. And I would like to call on Professor Imolu Nnamdi to please help present this next two awards to the outgoing executive. Professor, last year it was Prof. Nnamdi that sworn them in. I remember, Prof. I would like to call on Ms. Okodia Dennis E, the outgoing financial secretary. Ms. Dennis. And I would like to call on the outgoing General Secretary. Thank you for your sacrifice, Mr. Adepule Peter. I would like the wife of Mr. President to join him on stage. Also, in getting this award of excellence, leadership award. All protocols duly observed. I call on behalf of all our stakeholders, on behalf of all our leaders in Consuj, I want to appreciate Mr. President. This is just a reflection of appreciation for your goodwill, for your good works, and also for your sacrificial leadership. Mr. President James Omobolani. stage on the agenda is the inauguration of the new.
Our sincere apologies. We know people are very hungry. Okay. Yeah, we know people are supposed to be hungry. Our sincere apologies. We'll be rounding up very soon. You know, we need to dissolve all committee members set by this present administration and dissolve the current executive before we can inaugurate the new one. We can have two presidents in the city. So, just allow me to do it very sharply. By the power invested upon me by the Constitution, now I'm not a big time politician, by the Constitution of the Congress of Nigerian Students at the University of Johannesburg, that's the 2022 amended Consuj Constitution, Article 13, Section 2, 14 that says, the President shall have the power to change, dissolve, reshuffle, or reconstitute any committee of the Congress. I, Omobolale Kayode James, the current president of the Congress of Nigerian Students at the University of Johannesburg, hereby dissolve the Naija Day Fiesta Committee. I also hereby dissolve the Central Planning Committee for this Naija week, and all subcommittee and the Electoral Committee as well. Which committee is that? So all committees are dissolved by the power invested upon me. Thank you very much. And also, with the same power and the same section in our Constitution, I hereby dissolve that. Please don't cry. Please don't cry. You have been asked if you wanted to come back. You said no. Yes, they said and we all declined, so they must not cry. I hereby dissolve the 2022-2023 Congress of Nigerian Students at University of Johannesburg Executive Council members. Thank you. Now permit me to call on the Chairman Electoral Committee to introduce the incoming one.
Good evening, everyone. So, I happen to be the chairman of the electoral committee, and we have six. We actually had 9 positions, but we had nominations, and of course, we had 6 positions that was unopposed. So, I want to humbly call Prof. Nnamdi, sir. So please, kindly come to swear them in. So the first on the list is okay. By the way, before that, I'll kindly call the 6 new ESCOs. Mr. Fortune Haibe. Mr. Samuel Oladejo, Vice President. Miss Gift Adelowoton. Sorry. Financial Secretary. Mr. Edmond Terrell, Secretary General. Kazim Bosun, that's the public relations officer, and Mr. Shea Steven, that's the sports director. So we have 6 of them here, and they will take the oath of office right now.
Good evening, everyone. Permit me to stand on the various sections and subsections of the various constitutions. I'm here to administer the Consuj oath of office. Right, and then it says here that the patron will administer the Consuj oath of office on all members of the Consuj Executive Council. So we all have the oath of office in our hands, and so where you have the dotted lines, you insert your respective names and your respective offices. Okay, I, please insert your names, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Consuj at all times. That as, please insert your office, of the Congress and member of the Consuj Executive Council, I will faithfully discharge my duties to the best of my abilities and in accordance with the Constitution of Consuj, and always act in the interest and protect the integrity, solidarity, name and prosperity of the Congress, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Consuj, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives in the Constitution of Consuj, that I will not discriminate on the basis of religion, tribe or status, any form of partiality in the performance of my official duties, that in the performance of my official duties, I will eschew and expose corruption, and will not corrupt others, or aid or abet corruption in any of its facets, in and outside Consuj, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my decision, that I will always follow the path of justice, honesty and concord in and outside Consuj, thus promoting the image of Nigeria positively, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the members of Consuj. So help me God.
Okay, as we shake hands with the new executive, I would love to invite the new president. Let's clap our hands together as the new president comes on stage for his inaugural address. Okay, good evening, everyone.
past administration have left for us a big challenge and an issue to fill. First and foremost, I would like to thank all those who repose confidence in us to saddle the affair of this great association. I'll say thank you so much. As we all know, we are in a transition phase of our lives. Whether you are at the bachelor's level, the postgraduate level, and the postdoctoral level. We must strengthen the bond of friendship, pull down every divisive wall. We must enhance our skills and strategically market these skills. We must also give back to our community that has been so kind to us. In light of this administration will pursue relationship building programs, skill enhancement programs, strategic skill marketing programs, and most of all, pursue programs that contribute to our host communities. Finally, I would like to thank you all for coming out here to grace this occasion. I hope you enjoy your evening, and I wish you a very good evening. Thank
you. We want to thank everybody for our patience thus far. So from now it's time to wine and dine. From the table of our distinguished professors, the door will be open as our food is ready. Thank you so much. You can just table by table as it will be organized by Ms. Bolatito.
And I've been given information by the president. Once again, our apologies for the delay. We'll be going table by table. Please permit us to invite the first two tables here where we have our special guest to go get their food first. Please, thank you very much. Thank you. Please, bear with us. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'am.
So this is Consuj. Jollof? Is it Nigerian jollof rice?
Yes.
Which one do you prefer, Nigerian or Ugandan? In Ghanaian.
Oh, I was shocked when you said that.
No, Ghanaian. This is curry, chicken curry.
thought you meant the temperature. Oh, okay.
No, I meant spicy.
Thank you so much.
Let me pretend like I'm getting this.
Thank you.
You are the friendliest person I've ever met to me.
Pardon?
You are the friendliest person I've ever met to me. Oh, did you stop working in this you don't stop.
Take one. There is a song that you can
You push me to your right hand.
Sorry?
You push me to your right hand.
Is it right angle also? You see right now. You see? I'm like to think.
You will see, he's the one who knows you like. Yeah. Spoon's your phone. That is the thing. Yo.
He made it.
Your food is nice. You know, when I eat so many things. So it's like I don't want to eat it now. From there. Okay.
Only the best. Tomati jẹ wọn sùn lọ padà wá. Wàláì. Ẹ̀rù bà mí ìwé. Àwọn ni. Ṣé bá tó ṣe láìpẹ́ fún mi kò jẹ́ nínú?
are not Nigerians. So now,
everyone. Sorry. I hope we are all enjoying our meal. And I know some of us will be waiting for. Okay. Can I at least give the closing remarks so that after this and after eating, if you want to leave, you could actually leave? Alright. I want to start by thanking our patrons and thanking everyone that came here from this table. I want to also thank those that gave us the keynote speeches during the week. And then, as well as today, those that were here in person to give us the conference talk. I want to thank each and every one of us, our guests, for coming, all of those who were invited, for acknowledging our invitation. So thank you so much. And I want to also thank the previous administration for everything that you've done, especially in organizing this. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your efforts, and thank you for all your hard work. And just in closing, I'd like to end with a favorite poem of mine from Mariana Williamson. It is called Deepest Fear. And I think the poem sums up everything that we have done during this week. It sums up everything that has been said today during the conference, and also all our patrons have also said. So the poem is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frighten us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that all other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine like children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in every one of us. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people the permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fears, thank you very much and have a wonderful night. Our previous president, could you at least do us this final honor, the final one, the very final activity?
Can I play you? I can play you, but good evening once again, everyone. If we can bow down our heads. If not, let's just short prayer. Our Father and our God, we thank you for a successful week. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for what you've done in our midst. And we pray that as we all go back home, that we reach our destination safely. And we pray for the incoming the newly elected executives, that they will do great and mighty things, way beyond the immediate past, in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
All right, enjoy your meal.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Can you please tell us your name?
My name is Johnson.
Okay, and why are you here today?
Okay, I'm here today for the inauguration of the Consuj, the new elected Consuj. And the swearing of them as well.
So, How do you feel being here with these people today?
It feels great actually to be here. It feels great to actually be here with them today because honestly they really did shock me, especially this. This was very beautiful when I went through it, and the food was very lovely. It was a very nice event, you know, the food protocols.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Can you please tell us your name?
Yes, I'm Divine Kate. I'm a UJ student.
You're a student. How do you feel being in here with people today?
I feel very excited and happy to be here. I'm here to celebrate my fellow Nigerian students, in which some are my friends and they have achieved greatly, and it's just a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you please tell us your names?
My name is Fortune Naija.
Thank you. And why are you here today? And particularly, who are you to this event?
Yeah, I'm the present president of Consuj, the Congress of Nigerian Students in the University of Johannesburg.
And what do you have for people that are still looking up to you guys today? Can you tell us how you want them to feel to be in this position in the future?
Yes, I encourage everyone who has not yet dedicated himself fully to this organization that they should, from now on, become very committed to this organization. This is a time for us to strengthen the bond of friendship, build relationship, and who knows where this will take us to in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.